You know what? I'm convinced that Gen X, which would be the late 70, 80 babies, are really like the X-Men. Like they based the movie off of Gen X. Because the boomers, which would be our parents, kind of screwed things up a lot. And if you think about it, before Gen X generation entered this realm, there were rules and regulations. Like the TV had to be turned off at a certain time. Y'all remember that, when the TV would go blank and doo? You couldn't cuss on TV. You could barely even kiss, or the opposite sex could even interact closely on the TV. And then when Gen X got here, then the music changed. Cussing and explicit things on the TV was allowed. The TV stayed on non-stop 24 hours. They tried their best to corrupt Gen X, because we were the generation that was going to change some things. I know I'm not the only one like myself. I remember specifically when I was little, we lived on Chester, right? We walked in the house. Now, I can't remember the details surrounding the situation, but if you remember, any of you that are old enough to remember, the blinds that used to roll, you had to pull on them to bring them down, to close them, and if you wanted them to open, you had to pull on it, tug on it just a little bit, and then it would just slide up into a roll. Well, one day, when I was little, I'm talking like pre-K little, that age group, right? Toddlerish. We came into the house, and I can't remember exactly what happened. I don't know what made me do it, if I was either mad or sad or whatever the hell. But when we came in the house, all of a sudden, all of the blinds, every blind on every window rolled up at the same time. They tried to call it poltergeist, but it wasn't. It was me. And I know I'm not the only one. See, there's a lot of you out there that are like me, and you have some special talents that you don't like to share with other people because it makes you feel a little weird, right? It's a little, nobody can relate, and then they'll call you crazy. Like, oh, something's wrong with you. You're crazy. You think you can do that? No, you can't do that. That's impossible. Have any of you ever seen a very bright white light shine from the top of your head? Like the forehead area, like up in here. Yeah. Like the width of your forehead. A very bright light that just shoots straight up. Just me. Oh, here we go. I'm giving them something to work with. And I'm like, oh, she's crazy. There's a lot of things that I can do. It's kind of like that movie Carrie. You seen Carrie, like when she was able to make those people do things? Like she could control them. I actually did that to somebody in the parking lot at my job, and I didn't even realize I did it. But it was me. He was doubled over in pain, and every time I moved, it was like his spine was twisting. I didn't do it intentionally, but I knew I was doing it. I couldn't quite control it at the time. I didn't purposely do it, but something in me was doing it. I'm not the only one that has gifts like that. And the reason why we are all being attacked and stalked and watched is because the world knows that one day we're going to all activate. That's why I know I'm not the only one. The helicopters, the airplanes, the random people driving by. When did they start allowing full tint on the windshield of a car? I thought that was illegal. They don't want you to see who's in the vehicle. But they always follow you. Certain colors, red, white, blue, black vehicles. Hear those sirens? Can you hear that? The world knows that something is coming. And they're keeping an eye on us because they're trying to pinpoint exactly when. But it doesn't really matter when it's coming. You can't stop it. You can't control it. The Most High is trying to let you know something. You are not in control. Your reign of terror is over. The evil is upset because they know their time is at hand. They know that they have to give it up. And they're fighting so bad because they don't want to. They want to keep control. They want things to stay the same. But the Most High said, oh no, your time is up. And it's time to pay the piper. You didn't know that he had strategically placed people on the inside. You were never going to win. And like I've said time and time again, you lost the day you started. Later.